What's crack-a-lackin' Challenger? I'm your host, James Morelan. Today I'm going to be talking about my new project that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I guess we're finally starting to do it. So, of course, I'm talking about my Breeding for Profit series. I've wanted to do this for months, but now that summer's over and I'm going to be spending a lot more time indoors, I felt like starting this project up. So this is my 20-gallon long. I've had this aquarium. This is actually like my second aquarium I got, or I think my third or something. But this is like my favorite style aquarium, and I'll talk about everything about this later in the video, including what I'm breeding for profit, how I'm going to be selling them, what I'm going to be doing and stuff. So, yeah. Make sure you guys stay to the end of the video. That would mean a lot. And also, make sure you just drop a like on the video before it even started. Or not. I mean, if you like the videos, just do it, but, you know. Again, this is a 20-gallon long aquarium. I got this from Petco, and this is my favorite style for aquascaping, for creating, and also, I guess, for even breeding for profit. So, one great thing about this tank is it is really long. I think it's like 30 inches or something. But what I also like is it is short. So, as you can see, it's like a foot and a couple inches. And I really like long and shallow tanks. I just think it's really cool that you can look above it and just look directly in, and it's pretty shallow. Compared to like my 60-gallon right here, you have to stick your entire hand down just to move one little thing, and it's kind of annoying. But in this, you could just use like tweezers or something, like really long tweezers. So yeah, that is why I love this aquarium. I also have a really nice Stingray light I got from Aquarium Co-op. This light has been phenomenal. As you can see, it's very bright, and it is only one ray of LEDs. I don't want to move it too much because there's spider webs on it, and I'll talk about spiders in a different video. But yeah, it's just a really slim, really thin little light, and it definitely is worth it. So I'll be dropping a link down below, probably to the link. It's like a Stingray light, but yeah, it's amazing. As you can see, it works too because of the huge amount of greenness in this tank. So there are three main plants in this tank. The first one being obviously guppy grass. There's just so much guppy grass in this aquarium. The other one is Muramo moss, and you might be like, Muramo moss, isn't that like Muramo moss balls? Yes, I did rip up a Muramo moss ball into little sections, and it actually grew out into a thick little carpet in the back, and it was pretty crazy that it did that, and it looks pretty good too. It does have the look of like green hair algae, but it is not. It is Muramo moss. And then the other plant is Anubis nana petite. So there are a couple different stems in here that like broke off and started growing. I also super glued some onto some lava rock. And yeah, this tank has been through a lot. It's been up in my bedroom when I first started. In that tank I aquascaped it. I did breed guppies in that tank before too, so that's kind of ironic that I'm breeding in this tank again. So yeah, I escaped there, then I had to bring it downstairs, re-escaped it, and then I re-escaped it again, and now this is what it looks like. I didn't really want to escape it. I kind of like the lusciousness, and I'll talk about that also later in the video because it serves its purpose. But let me just talk about what this video is about. So I got a couple of guppies for this tank because I really want to breed guppies. That's going to be the only fish in this tank, I think. We might get a couple other fish, but it's just mainly going to be guppies. So I'm going to flash back to past James. Hopefully I have this footage all lined up, but I filmed a little bit when I added these in yesterday, and they're absolutely beautiful. Hey future challengers, right now it's already 9:30 at night, and I got home and I added these guys in here. They've actually been in here for about an hour. I've been doing other things around the house, but I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm going to add them into the aquarium and talk about them tomorrow. But I have some awesome guppies, so I decided to get 3 females and 2 males in this aquarium. Alright, so I have talked about this method multiple times in multiple videos where I open the bag, I pour the water into the net, goes through and everything. I've talked about that in other videos. If you missed those, you can check them out. So I am going to be adding the females in first, just because they'll probably be less aggressive than the males. Not saying that they'll be super aggressive, but I just want them to be added first. Alright, adding in the water. So when you acclimate new fish, you really want to make sure that you don't get their fish store water in with the fish. Alright, make sure none are left in the bag. I got 3 females, 3 gorgeous females. I got some really good ones, and I was lucky that I did. I got some very, like, I don't know how to describe it, I guess like fire red guppies. They have a lot of red and orange to them. So I'm pretty excited for that. There's a little hint of blue, and they have longer fins. So, usually I like to be very selective with the fish, but there were quite a few guppies in the tank, and I just told the person that was helping me, I was just like, you can decide what I should get, and she did. So, alright, so the 2 males in here. Gonna add them in. Alright. They're in the tank. Fast forward to future James. Thanks, past James. So as you could see, I got 3 female guppies and 2 male guppies. And I did this for a couple reasons. So I made videos on how to breed guppies and how to tell the gender. But basically, you usually want to have 1 male to every 2 to 3 guppies. I did a little bit of a different scale. I kind of only was going to get 1 male, but then I was like, what if that male doesn't breed right away? Then it'll take forever. So I just want to increase my chances with 2. The reason you don't want to have like 10 males to like 1 female is because they'll all want to breed with 1 female guppy, and that could stress them out, and basically they could murder them and like kill them because they keep wanting to breed with that female. It's just no bueno. Of course, this is going to be changing once they start having babies. There'll be other ones that'll breed with the adult ones, and then it'll just be an entire cycle eventually like growing out this tank. So when you're breeding guppies, there's like 3 different things you can do with the female, and the first one being you can remove the female when she's pregnant, put her into a different aquarium, or like remove the males, and then the female will give birth, and then you can remove the female. Another way is having breeder boxes. You can have both internal breeder boxes and external breeder boxes. I've used both. They both work out pretty well. And then the final one, which I'm personally going to be doing, is where you leave all the fish in one tank and you leave it up to plants and hiding spots to keep the fry alive. So guppies will eat their babies once they're born. It's unfortunate, kind of disgusting. I'm glad my mom didn't eat me when I was born. That'd be sad. Could you imagine if humans ate their baby? I don't even want to get into this. So you do want to separate... Oh my gosh. So I guess the problem that I see with the first 2 is the female is going to be stressed out. She's already pregnant. She's already gone through so much. She's been eating a lot, which usually happens when they're pregnant. They eat a lot. And having to catch them with the net and then having to put them into a separate thing, and like for breeder boxes, the fish look at them, that could stress them out. It's just not necessary. In this style, there's so much plant matter. So if I take these extra long scissors, I can like reach down in here, like pull out some of the plants. But you can just see there's so many different chains of this guppy grass, and it's very thick and very heavily planted. And this is going to be amazing because baby fish will be able to swim in between there, and if the female's about to give birth, she can run in there, and then the babies will fall out and eventually start swimming around. So a great thing, and the reason I wanted to choose guppies, is they are so easy to breed. If you guys missed my last video or a couple videos ago when my angelfish laid eggs, they were actually egg-bearing fish. Guppies are live bearers, which means they will give birth to live swimming little fry. And a fry is just a fancy word of saying baby fish. So yeah, when the female gives birth, they're free swimming. So you don't need to have little eggs or incubate them or do anything like that or have them moving. They just start swimming around. And I have 1 baby fry in my 60-gallon behind me. I had guppies breed with betta fish, which was kind of crazy. But I wanted to separate things a little bit more so it's easier to maintain. And that's why I have this tank set up. And can I just say, the guppies I got are absolutely beautiful. The female guppies have so much color. Like at Petco, you won't see this. I had to go to my local pet store because I knew they had the great quality of these fish. So yeah. And now I guess I need your advice. So there's a couple different things we can do with this aquarium, and I really want to have your assistance and I guess guidance with this. So I could just leave this tank just the guppies breeding and growing in this aquarium, or I could have like mystery snails growing. I have so many mystery snail egg clutches in this tank. I might show you guys at the end of the video. But yeah, I just have so many in this tank because of 1 mystery snail. I could breed some in here, or I could just like leave them in the other tank. Or what I'm pretty excited about is we could breed shrimp. I have multiple different breeds of shrimp all around this fish room. I have crystal shrimp in my 10-gallon. I also have like 10 different types of shrimp in my 60-gallon behind me. And it would be really nice to breed like 1 really cool strain of shrimp. I'm thinking maybe like crystal shrimp, or even like just basic cherry shrimp, or blue velvet shrimp, or maybe like a green colored shrimp. There's just a lot of variety I can do. I don't know what type I should get or if I should even do that. So make sure you guys drop the comments down below. I'd love to hear your opinion and what you're thinking I should do. You might be worried, wait, what if the guppies eat the shrimp? Because basically, a lot of people ask me what can go with shrimp. And the thing is, if a fish has a bigger mouth than the shrimp, they'll probably try eating the shrimp. And one way to avoid that is exactly what I'm doing in this aquarium, is just having plenty of hiding spots, and yeah, and you don't want to have overly packed fish because that'll just give them more chances to eat the shrimp. So as you can see, it's just like completely filled with plants. and there'll be a lot of hiding spots for baby shrimp. And one other thing that you guys need to look out for is the fact that with your filter, fish can easily get sucked up. That's why I prefer using a sponge filter. However, I have like a really awesome filter that already has pre-intake sponge. You can check out some down below. And also, if you want to get some cherry shrimp or any shrimp to breed, if you order them now, it'd be cool because by the time I start breeding them, you'll probably already receive them. But you can check out the links down below. Check out Flip Aquatics. They do some awesome stuff. And when you use the link down below, it helps me. And there's also a discount attached with that. So if you guys are breeding shrimp or if you're breeding guppies, I want to know down below. Give me some tips. Give me some advice. I've done it before, but I really want to change things up this time and try making like a better setup. So I'd love to hear your opinions and what you have down below. So if you are not experienced with breeding shrimp or guppies or anything, you might be like, what are you going to do once you breed them? I have a couple ideas of what I could do. I could sell them to my local fish store, and you can get in-store credit or just cash in hand. Or I could try selling them on Craigslist to people around me in my city or a couple cities around me. Or I could try selling them online, except they'll probably need to be some like really fancy breed of guppies or something like that. I don't know what I'd want to do with that, but there are a couple different options if you breed them, or you can just move them to different tanks. I know I'll probably do that with my shrimp because I really want to get some other shrimp tanks set up. I guess if you watch this far in the video, you deserve to see this. Spoiler. That's going to be for an upcoming video. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already, because that is going to be one awesome beast. But let me know if you want to see some more guppy videos and some breeding videos. I really like to look at my other fish and my other tanks. Like over there, you can see like my discus tank over there, which is absolutely amazing. I did some new changes to it, but I won't talk about that in this video. And I guess one other thing before I end the video is I do have ramhorn snails that are breeding like crazy in this tank. They're breeding all over in the fish room. So it'd be nice if I set up this one tank just for ramhorn snails. So like if I'm in this tank, I can just pick out a couple, throw them in this tank, and then they'll just grow out in this tank. So I think I might want to do that, or I might even build like an entire snail only tank and set something up like that. But yeah. Alright guys, that is it for the video. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram at challenge.thewild and at James Morelan. That would mean a lot. I've been posting a lot of Fuego pics on both of those accounts. And I'm also pretty active on the story feature, so you guys can see what I'm doing in my real life or other updates on future videos. It's just a really cool way for you to connect to me. I try replying to a lot of your DMs on both accounts. I usually reply to more on challenge.thewild. It'd also be really awesome if you could subscribe to my vlog channel if you want to check out some of my vlogs. I'll probably be posting some more this week. And I know I'm going to be doing one tomorrow because I'm getting my senior photos done. Make sure you guys check that channel out. Alright guys, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you all on the flippity flop. See you all later. Bye.